your guy. I'm your man, Mr. Alton Henry. Today, I would like to talk to you about another underrated film. And rarely would I discuss about kids' movies, but this one here, I found out about it actually a while ago. I've been curious about it, but luckily it's available to watch on Tubi. You know what? Strangely enough, I thought I talked about this film before because I watched it. I could have sworn I made a video on it before, but I don't see it in my search bar. So here we go. Let's try it again. This is The Secrets of Nimh. Uh, did if I pronounce that right? Secrets of Nimh. It's an animated dark fantasy film, uh, released back in 1982. So this is a doozy. The film stars Elizabeth Hartman, Derek Jacob, and Dom DeLuise. It's a story centers around a rat, or actually a mouse. She goes on a journey to save her ill son by seeking a colony of rats, but also finding out that there could be potentially something else that could have a deeper tie to her that involves with this red little glowing uh, diamond, and this diamond could potentially be the key to kind of help her out on her journey. It's based off of a children's book. What is the book? The book is based on yeah, it's based off of a kid's book. If I find it, I'll just mention it into the video. Uh, this film, when I looked into it, for some odd reason, yeah, actually, no, I agree. There is a reason why this film doesn't get talked about too much because it is a dark fantasy kids film. I mean, it's pretty scary. There's some pretty scary imagery into this movie. Where I don't think a lot of kids may really like it, just depending on the kid itself, because there's some creepy looking characters, well, specifically the owl that helps guide our main character to find this secret colony of rats to to help her to help her cure her son, or at least on the journey, sets herself on the journey. There are some very uniquely sequences here that could give kids nightmares. I ain't gonna lie to you. There like I said, there are some imagery in here that might freak out some kids. And I would recommend maybe kids 7, maybe higher to check this film out. Any kid lower that age, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It just depends. It depends on the kid itself. But this is because it's also a little bit, I would say, violent. They don't shy away from blood, even though this is a PG movie. I mean, you do see moments of violence that are quite shocking shown in this film, but to the core of this movie, it's the heart of this mom trying to do whatever it takes, even in the circumstances of complete fear, of trying to find a way to save her son. And it's a heartwarming story. Uh it's a very good story. I do believe that there are elements of the fantasy elements into this film that doesn't get elaborated on. Uh and also it's a kids film. No kid wants to watch a film that's clocking in over 2 hours. This movie hits around, I think, an hour and 12 minutes, at least around that time. The movie is pretty straight to the point of getting from one point to the next. It doesn't really feel like it it pauses for a moment to really kind of grasp on the mythology or at least the world building of this. They do a decent job on it. I do believe that I wish there was more exposition explaining a lot of how this world came to be and just everything around it, but to its core, it's a story trying to rescue her son and trying to find a cure of her son that is suffering from pneumonia. I believe one of the characters, the doctor, informed the mom. It's actually refreshing to kind of go back and rewatch some of the older 2D animations, and I'm glad they don't stir away from having to try to go dark. I actually grew up watching a lot of some of these movies. Even I remember even watching American Tail would go dark at times, and I like that these animated films did have some comedy in it, but they didn't force the comedy. It was mostly a drama adventure, telling very serious stories, but I think the characters are so well developed, it gives you that moment of, or at least that idea of rooting for the characters and hope. It doesn't matter the sex and ethnicity. You're rooting for these characters to fulfill their objectives. And some of these moments, oh man, I wish I missed this era of just kids animation and story. Like it just like it felt like the story truly mattered and it wasn't afraid to touch on some visually creepier uh visuals here. This movie was great. Like I said, it might be a for kids that are younger or under 7, but I do believe this is a good watch. I do recommend this movie. I heard there's a sequel come out, I think in the early 2000s. I haven't seen it, and I heard rumors that it's just not good. So I wouldn't, if that's the case, I wouldn't bother checking out the second one. But do check out The Secrets of Nimh. It's currently available on Tubi. Let me know in the comment section below if you have seen it, and let me know what is your favorite underrated movie.